Week 5 of Rubbin and Racin Motorsports begins here at Coca-Cola Superspeedway for the Gold Peak T252 for the NASCAR Classic Cup season. And as you can see, we got some cars out on track right now. There's the 24 of Sean Fay rolling off pit road. We got a couple of cars coming down the front stretch right now. I'm Jimmy Pell, your main commentator for Rubbin and Racin Motorsports, and with me today we have a special guest, Johnny Gardner, up here, who you might remember from the NASCAR Classic Cup Series, the main NASCAR series, and I think one other series, the Dirt Series as well. And so how are you doing, Johnny?
Not too bad, enjoying the birthday. What can I say about that, though?
And the reason why he's up here with us today is because this is birthday weekend, and I think today is your birthday, correct?
It is.
Yeah, happy birthday. How old are you now?
22.
That's not a bad age, I guess. But a happy birthday to Johnny, and he's going to be up here in the booth with us all weekend. So I'll be looking forward to that. As we can see a couple of cars rolling off pit road. Let's actually take a look at some of the drivers we have out today. Rob Evans, after being out for most of the week last week, well, actually he was gone all last week. He is back today in the number 8. Not out on track right now. We have Sean Fay in the number 24 and Travis Rowland in the 00, who won the Pepsi Superspeedway race, the last Superspeedway race on the NASCAR Classic Cup Series schedule. He is right there, and right now he's 5th on the leaderboard in practice. We have 9 minutes and 53 seconds remaining. Oh, and hard hit for the 00. Kurt Scott in the 15, Zach Stecker in the 56, RJ Cherry in the 23, which we don't have a paint scheme for, unfortunately. And that seems to be the only ones out on the track right now. We have plenty of others that are joining us today. Well, let's look at the entries here. We'll see who they all are. Looks like we got a new face here, Carter Friesen.
Yeah,
Friesen.
It's Friesen.
Friesen, okay. In the number 84, Edwin Justice in the 42. And I think we got another one here. Nope, that seems to be it. So that seems to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 car field if we can get them all out there. So it should be a very exciting race today. Super Speedway races always have their charms and their exciting races and finishes, so it's sure to be a good one today.
Yeah. But I will say this, avoid the front end of the pit wall at all costs. It'll be a mess.
Yeah, I've heard that that's been a bit of an issue for a couple of these drivers today. As you can see, Edwin Justice, they're blowing out there in the 42 Haviland Dodge. Right now it's Kurt Scott up on the leaderboard right there, as you can see in the number 15 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. Followed by the 68 of David Alvarez. David not on the track right now. Travis getting hit hard by the 15, and the 23 just went upside down. And that car is toast. And we're also going to have another first in this broadcast. Once we switch over to the race, we will have our first in-race reporter, which will be Rob Evans in the number 8. We'll talk to him briefly before he goes back down to the main chat where all the drivers are at, and then we'll start up the race. But until then, we have 7 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in practice. And once practice will be done, we'll go into qualifying, then into happy hour, where we'll have our pre-race ceremonies, and then into the race. See Travis coming out of the pits, rolling up to make a couple more laps. Sean Fay in the 24, and a very interesting paint scheme there.
I think it's a reverse DuPont scheme, if my memory serves me correctly.
Yeah, it seems to It seems to be that. I'm not exactly sure what year that's from, though.
2005, if my memory serves me correctly.
Not bad. It's very, very stylish paint scheme.
It
But,
is.
the Flame DuPont scheme has just become a classic in NASCAR, and it's definitely a very unique take on it.
It is.
And there's Carter Friesen in the number 84 Density Mustang. That's a
I think
Mustang
it's
on a
July or
Gen 4
something.
body. I never thought I'd see that in my life, but there it is.
First time for everything, isn't it?
Yeah, really. He's got RJ Cherry following close behind. The 42 of Edwin Justice, blast by on the outside. Right now, the 84 is posted at 7th position right now. Just in front of the 56 of Zach Stecker, who you see go right by him, and RJ Cherry in the 23, who is in 9th place right now. On top of the leaderboard, Kurt Scott, number 15, with a 44.888, and the 68 is just right behind it with a 44.960. 24 of Sean Fay, just 2/10 behind that as well. So it might be a pretty close battle for qualifying here, and that will definitely be one of the most deciding factors here is the qualifying. We saw at Pepsi that a lot of drivers actually opted to qualify, and so we might see that again today because these tracks are pretty similar to each other, just in terms of functionality. So
They might be similar, but the thing of it is, the speed differential is a lot different.
well, the one difference between this and Pepsi Superspeedway, at least for this schedule, is that this is a unrestricted race. This is you can see the cars going around about 220 miles per hour, just going through the turns, and then about 235 through the front stretch and back stretch. So.
Yep.
And it looks like Sean Fay has just cracked the sub 45 barrier there with a 44.988.
That is a good lap.
That's a very good lap. That was a very quick side draft by Kurt Scott and Sean Fay there. Oh, and it looks like Sean has blown up. That seems to be an issue with a lot of these guys. They seem to be overheating. Maybe they're using too much tape on their grill.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Well, hopefully they get that sorted out within these 3 minutes and 43 seconds remaining.
And Rob Evans has appeared on track now, finally.
Rob Evans in the number 8. That was a very good-looking Budweiser scheme he's got there. It's a patriotic scheme. I think that's from 2005, maybe?
2007 at Daytona.
Ooh, yeah. That's a very nice paint scheme. And you see him on the board right now in 4th place, 45.291. We'll have to step it up for the qualifying round. A lot of these guys are probably just going to use their Pepsi Superspeedway setups. See how that works for them. But a lot of these guys here who are racing weren't here for the Pepsi race. That includes RJ Cherry and the 84 of Carter Friesen.
Yep.
And so the question remains with them is how do they tune their cars around this track to get as good of a lap time, because they are about 1 second, well, the 84 is 1 second behind 6th place, and that will not be a very good thing for him, because that would mean that he'd probably lose the draft pretty easily, but don't really want to speculate too much on that right now. Something could definitely change, but it would be nice to see them get their lap times up a little bit more than what they're at right now, but they have 2 minutes before then to get some sort of run like that. And so far, it doesn't look like anybody's really helping any of those last 3 guys out. They seem to be lone wolves.
Seems like practice is just about ready to wind up too.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's pretty content with what they have. At least the top 5 is, it seems. Just coasting around at this point. One of the most aggravating things for a driver is when you get all of your setups and all of your qualifying runs in the clear, and then the race day becomes cloudy and it messes up all of your strategy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you know what that feeling is like, Johnny.
I do. Yeah. I think I've had it happen to me 2 weeks in a row for my series. Last week we were running cloudy and 78-degree weather at Indianapolis, and then last night we decided to do a clear 70, and it threw me out of the ballpark.
Well, and the main issue with it is grip, and that once it becomes cloudy out, you lose a lot of the grip that you get on the track because the tires aren't sticking as well, and so you have to make last-minute adjustments on the track while racing to adjust to it. It's very aggravating.
Yeah.
And of course, there's other factors that go involved with that, but that's one of the main ones that I've been able to notice. Alright, we got 10 seconds of practice remaining, and once we're done with that, we'll be going into qualifying here, which is when the excitement really kicks up, and we'll be able to see who will be the pole sitter for today's race at Coca-Cola Superspeedway for the Gold Peak T 252. Glad you're with us here on Twitch to start off the 5th week of Rubbin and Racin Motorsports here. Tomorrow we're going to have the main NASCAR series out here at Sawmill Speedway for the running of the NASCAR Thunder 114. And then after that we will have the Supreme All Dirt Slugfest at the Milwaukee Dirt Mile for the Ace Hardware 150. And then on Sunday we'll have the Keystone Light Super Truck Series at Bristol Motor Speedway for the running of the NRA Night Race. Alright, so practice is concluding now. We got 25 seconds remaining in the session complete. And this should be a very interesting qualifying session. Looks like we got multiple people here.
Yeah.
For some reason, there is a time 44.556 that is on top of the leaderboard for practice, but it's neither here nor there as we're moving into qualifying now. And like always, you want to direct your attention to the top left. That's where you will see all the times come in real time as they are ran. While that happens, I guess discuss who you think will come out on top with this, because I'm really thinking that it's either going to be Alvarez or Kurt Scott. They seem to have a pretty good knack on these super speedways.
I agree with you on that one, though. I would say that.
Another one that does have potential and did win the Pepsi Super Speedway race, who could definitely win this one today, would be the 00 of Travis Rowland. So we'll have to keep an eye out on those three right now. We also have the 24 of Sean Fay, who's been having a lot of rough luck for the past couple of weeks here at RNR, but maybe his luck could turn around today. We have the 8 of Rob Evans, who just came back after being absent for I think the last 2 weeks or so. But he is back here on the track for NASCAR Classic Cup Series, and hopefully for the rest of the racing weekend as well.
Let's hope.
Well, we've got other people in the story too. Zach Stecker and RJ Cherry not having the best runs in their season so far. Hopefully they could turn their luck around. We got a rookie here in the field, Carter Friesen. We'll see how he stacks up against everybody else here. We got a 9-car field, it looks like, to get this race rolling here. We got the first time coming in. It is the 8 of Rob Evans with a 45.445, and he remains on the top as 2 more come in.
Ooh.
Oh, and the 68 takes
David.
it.
Wow.
David Alvarez with a 45.190. They still got 1 more lap. That was 3/10 better than Rob Evans, who'll have to step up his game here.
Yeah, you'd have to step up to the plate to see what would happen next.
It was very evident by the practice times just how competitive the qualifying would be.
Yeah. Wow, Rob picked it up a little bit there.
Rob picks it up with a 44.949 for David Alvarez. David Alvarez will be your pole sitter for today's race. And it looks like only 5 drivers will be qualifying for this session. The rest will not be. So David Alvarez is once again your pole sitter in the NASCAR Classic Cup Series. So, 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining in the qualifying session as you see the top 5, as you will see them on the track. We have David Alvarez out in front, Rob Evans 2nd, Sean Fay 3rd, Kurt Scott 4th, and who is that? The 84 of Carter Friesen.
Yep, qualifying's just about to run out, so I'm gonna do the old switcheroo.
All right. Johnny will be going down to the main drivers area to do the
Drivers meeting.
yeah, drivers meeting. That's what I was thinking. It's too late in the afternoon for me.
You mean it's early evening for me, so come on now.
Any
Alright,
evening is too late for me.
Yeah, time to pull the switcheroo.
Well, here we go. We're almost done with qualifying. We should be moving into happy hour here real soon. And by real soon, I mean like in 3 microseconds. There it is. And now we're in happy hour. We're going to go down trackside for the pre-race ceremonies.
And now, for the invocation.
Let's pray. Gracious God and Heavenly Father, we are so blessed to live in the greatest nation on the face of this earth. And the freedoms that we enjoy here are because of the men and women, both at home and abroad, in uniform, that are protecting them. We ask your hand of protection and your blessings upon them, as well as their families. For the drivers and the teams, the officials today, watch over them and keep them safe. And for all these fans, may today be a day full of great memories. Father, may your peace and your presence be with us all. It's in Christ's name I pray. Amen.
And now, for the singing of our nation's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
So there you have it. The invocation and the national anthem have been given, and now we are just now 1 minute and 49 seconds until the start of the race. Now, I think we jinxed the drivers just a bit because the race weekend has gone a bit foggy up in the sky, and so we could be seeing a lot of changes happen to these cars. Their practice runs will pretty much not be effective if it is not clear on race day, so that will definitely shake up things just a bit. And thank you to David Alvarez. Well, I thought that said my name. You know what? Never mind. It's fine. All right, we're gonna ignore that. We got a minute until this is underway. Hopefully, we're gonna see a good race. Just checking out the chat here, just casual conversation. Until then, it looks like the 15 is pretty happy about having cloudy weather. Hopefully, well, I mean, at least in his case, that it stays cloudy for his sake. To all the other drivers, not exactly sure if they're feeling the same enthusiasm though. Happy hour is just about to end here. We're going to go into the session complete, and then we'll go into the race, and then we'll see how the conditions are met, and we'll talk to our in-race reporter once that goes through. Send a general good luck to them.
Yep, I did.
And I think that's Johnny returning back up to us. How did everything go down there?
Everything went okay. Everybody seems ready to rock and roll. I don't need any casualties tonight, please.
Yeah, hopefully it's a good, safe, clean race. And now we're into the race session, and it is cloudy. Unfortunately for some of these guys, their setups are going to be a little bit out of whack. But it is cloudy, 75 degrees Fahrenheit, with winds northeast at 15 miles per hour, 14, 15 around there. We're going to have 84 laps around Coca-Cola. And we see the drivers starting to line up on pit road here. 68 David Alvarez comes out as we're just about to get ready. Get the most famous words in motorsports. 44 seconds in. Well, we hope that it's a clean race, and now it's time for the most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines.
Off the pit road they go. board with David Alvarez there.
All right, do I have permission to start with this now?
With the M-Race reporter.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring him on in.
Rob Evans, I already have him in here. Rob Evans, this is Johnny Gardner over the booth. You got a copy?
Yep, loud and
I see you're starting second up here today, bud. That number 8 Budweiser Patriotic Special has a hell of a good horsepower underneath it. What was the secret underneath that? Right.
Way off in fact, and it was just a miracle that we were praying it worked. So it actually worked, but we're just praying to survive out of it.
I got you. You just got to keep your nose clean because you know what it is, though. But you realize it's going to be fast, but you're up on the outside, so be smart. Race with your head. I'll keep an eye on you. I'll bring you up under caution if you need us.
Yep.
So just a little bit of teammate briefing there. Johnny and Rob are teammates within Chance 3 Motorsports. So just a little bit of talk there before them. We did not have the best audio with Rob, but hopefully you guys over at home were able to understand. Glad you're with us here on Twitch as they come down ready to take the green flag.
I'm ready! Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
David Alvarez led them down to take the green flag, and he'll lead the first lap as they are side by side for second place. It is Rob Evans moving down to the inside, now looking for the lead underneath the 68. The 68 moves up high.
What a move early, holy crap.
It's a 3-car battle up here. Kurt Scott's in the mix as well. Kurt Scott all over the back end of that 8 trying to get him up there.
Sean got the ball off the turn 2 there for a second.
Yeah, it looked like he was up into the wall around turn 3 and 4 coming around the first lap. Hopefully everything's good with him. Oh, and the 8 hit the apron there. I don't know if you guys saw that, but he moved up the hill.
The bird isn't playing. No, it's Kurt Scott to the lead.
Kurt Scott moves up to the outside. He's going to try to keep everybody behind them. It is a tense 3-car battle here, and it's only the 3rd lap. Oh, and the 15 hit. Man, all those guys hit the wall back there.
It's fast. It's like ice, I think.
And the thing is, you got that loss of grip from having those cloudy conditions. That might be what's going on with those guys. They're not anticipating the slippery turns.
Yeah, I saw the 42 down on the apron. It looked like it got damaged.
He's a lap down right now. I think he went down into the pits. Not sure what happened there, but unfortunate start for him.
Oh, he almost held up Sean there. My goodness. That 42 is really off the pace, it looks like.
It's an unfortunate start for his day. Yeah, he's going about 10-15 miles per hour slower than the other guys. How about that 84 up there in 4th place right now, running pretty consistently. Carter Friesen in his first start in the number 84 Density Mustang. The first and only Mustang in the NASCAR Classic Cup Series. But right now it is Rob Evans who has made his way to 2nd place. David Alvarez moves back to 3rd after being the pole sitter. And Kurt Scott overtakes the lead. And the winner of the Pepsi Superspeedway race.
Oh boy, Rob hit the apron. Wow, he saved it.
Oh, and Rob is smoking. Oh, it looks like he might have a blown engine.
It looks like.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him.
Caution's
He's not
out
getting
on
up
the
to
track.
speed at all. It just keeps on going
Yeah,
down.
we got a yellow on the track. I think. Wow. Oh man.
The caution is out. This will be the race back to the line. Kurt Scott coming back around.
And it's a report that we lost the 8's engine. The 8 just blew up.
Very unfortunate start for him. Seems like there's a lot of drivers having issues early on in this going. And there he is, Rob Evans, down in the 3rd and 4th corners right now. Not gaining any sort of speed. That car is pretty much toast. So it is Kurt Scott out in front as he picks up the pace car up here, up in turn 3. The 68 fell back here just a bit, regains his speed. This is pretty good for him because he does have that right side damage, and this caution can help him get all of that stuff repaired.
I'm taking a look back. I think what happened was when Rob hit the apron, I think that's what it caused his engine to blow, or I think too high grill tape.
Well, let's look here. He's going through turn 2. And I mean, it's pretty standard corner right there.
The water temperature seems fine. It's only about almost 200 degrees, and then right in here when he hit the apron, just went boom. Aha!
Wait a minute, this is the wrong corner. Oh, he actually blew up before he hit the apron.
Really? Wow.
If you look in the middle of turn 1 and 2, the car blows up and maybe he got into a little bit of his oil and he slipped down onto the apron.
No. Jimmy, Rob wants to know if he can join up in the booth.
His audio isn't the best right now. I'd say no because I don't have that calibrated.
Okay.
But a very unfortunate break for him. Kurt Scott down on the inside. I think he went to the pits. I think everybody has gone to the pits. And the 8 is the first one down with a broken camshaft.
Well, I think we should give his side of the story of what happened, though, shouldn't it? Be fair?
Yeah, but don't bring him up into the booth right now. We'll just hold off on that. Just say it in the race chat. Well, it is Kurt Scott out in front right now. This is pretty good news for the 42 Edmund Justice, since he has that damage. At least get him his lap back, possibly. And the 15, I think, just hit the inside wall. No, he didn't. He just lost it. He was able to save it. That was a good save. As now we got 2 cars, or 3, going down pit road. Kurt Scott, Edwin Justice, Carter Friesen. And Travis Rowland takes over the lead spot, it looks like.
Not bad at all. That's a surprise, isn't it?
And he was the last restrictor plate winner. And so
Well,
it
actually,
really is not much of a surprise to see him up there.
Rob told me that he can move closer to the screen. That's why his audio wasn't so good. But it's up to you.
I just say let's just keep it the way it is right now. I'll just
Okay.
But it looks like it will be Travis Rowland and Zach Stecker moves up into the 2nd position. And Zach is in a pretty good spot right now. He's got his teammate David Alvarez in 3rd place there. Sean Fay in the 4th position. Carter looks like he'll be in the 5th position. And Kurt Scott looks to be in the 6th.
But yeah, that is a tough break for Rob, though. I feel bad for him.
Oh yeah, it seems like we got a couple of drivers who aren't having very good starts. That would go to the 42 of Edwin Justice and the number 23 of RJ Cherry. We didn't talk much about those two, but it seems like their setups just aren't doing it for them. And with this weather change, it certainly did not help them one single bit.
Oh, Travis is coming down pit road, same with the 56.
Oh, and Edwin disconnected a bit.
Ooh, boy.
Well, now it's David Alvarez who regains the lead. And since he went down pit road before, he will be keeping his position here. He will be, looks like he will be the leader. Coming back around, the lights are out on the pace car. Sean Fay looks to be, he'll be in the second position. Kurt Scott third, and the 84, Carter Friesen, in the fourth place. A pretty good start for that 84. He's been up in the fourth position consistently since the drop of the green flag. Maybe we'll see some action out of that 84 today.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Definitely is a possibility. Sean Fay in the 24, the owner and creator of Rubbin and Racin Motorsports, has been having a lot of bad luck in the main NASCAR series and even in this series as far as just performance goes. So we've been wondering if there was going to be a turnaround at some point, and we do expect it to happen. Maybe this race could be the one to turn the bad luck around. A very cool paint scheme. I really do enjoy that 24 paint scheme.
I do too. Did you notice on the back of the 68 there's no rear bumper cover?
Yeah, I think that was just unnecessary stuff that they just took off there. I guess it just didn't need to be there when they were making repairs in the pits. Doesn't seem like it's going to be really affecting much. Hopefully his performance wasn't hindered by hitting the wall. But here we go. The pace car is now in. We're ready to get the restart here as they come down the front stretch 2 by 2.
You said the 42 retired, but he's still on the track.
He's still on the track, but he did disconnect for a moment there. As the green flag is back out, and the 24 gets a good jump on the outside with Kurt Scott on the outside. Oh, wow, what a block.
A block and a save.
Man. I think what was more impressive there was the save. I mean, that could have tripped up any sort of driver there. Side by side right now up at the front. Not necessarily for the lead. The 42 is trying to get his lap back here. And Sean Fay is just trying not to get slowed up here. Here comes the 84, Carter Friesen. And the number 84 moves up into the second position. Oh my goodness, what happened to David? And he's into the wall! And into the inside wall now! Hard! And no caution will come out. The caution will not wave. As Sean Fay gets around the 42 and he's going to bring the 84 along with him. Down the back stretch they go. Here comes the 15. He's got a fast car. Look at that on the inside.
Look at the momentum carry. Wow.
Sean thought about blocking there. I think the 15 is just going to pass them all without any sort of help, and he does. Kurt Scott regains the lead.
Looks like Carter. Oh, Carter almost. Wow.
Seems like everybody's getting loose coming off the corners right now, 2 and 4.
Oh, boy.
But Kurt Scott's making some distance on that second place car of Sean Fay. In third place, Carter Friesen close behind.
And David's out of the race. And
David, looks like he was just a victim of getting loose all the way coming out of the turn. Still not exactly sure why that was, but very unfortunate situation for him. Looking from up high in the grandstands as Kurt Scott makes his way into turn 1 and 2. And you can see just how big of a gap he has. Oh no! Oh, 2 cars into the wall. That's Carter Friesen. And I think that was the 42 of Edwin Justice also involved.
Wow, it literally looks like, oh my. Yeah.
And that, no doubt, brings out the caution. Kurt Scott up in the front.
Edwin just lost it on his own and then freaking flex Carter. Wow.
Coming back to the line here, Kurt Scott looks to be the one who will bring him back around.
And Edwin is out of the race, and I don't think Carter's too happy.
So as they race back to the line, Sean Fay's going to be second place. And a bad break for the 84. His rookie start ends up in smoke.
Yeah, it was doing so well too.
I know it. Well, let's actually look back at what happened here.
What it looked like to me, it looked like that the 42 got loose and it slid up the track, and Carter had nowhere to go.
Look here. They're going into turn 1. The 42 is getting really sideways, is starting to lose it, and he catches it right there. And there was just nothing that Carter could do. He was just an innocent bystander on that part. The 42 just lost it, came up the track. There was nothing both of those drivers could have done to avoid that collision.
Yeah, and it looks like Carter, he mainly just... Yeah, he said he mainly disconnected, but I don't know if it was a... And everybody's going down pit road.
Well, looking down on the pits right now, we see everybody making their way down. We now have 6 cars left on the track to decide this race.
We're down to only 6.
What a bizarre start to this event. A lot of those guys smoked their tires coming in. Oh, and I think the 15 missed his pit box.
Better not get black flag.
Oh my goodness, I think he missed it by a long shot. Yeah, he did. Jeez.
Wow.
Well, that's definitely not good news for him. That means Sean Fay will be the first off pit road. The 23 of RJ Cherry is not on the track right now, but is shown 11 laps down. We got a collision on pit road.
Oh, Travis is trying to do a 3-point turn.
Travis got a little, it looks like he got a little bit of a tap from the 56 there once he spun around. Hopefully that's not significant damage that it takes him out, but... So he comes out of the pits right here, and his car just broke. I don't know why. Unfortunate for him. There's Carter. Looks like
not very well up to speed.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not good for him.
No, it's not.
That just might be parking material right there. So a tough break for the 42 and the 84. 84 starting out his NASCAR Classic Cup Series season today at Coca-Cola. Ends up in a crash in turn 2 with the 42 of Edwin Justice. So Zach Stecker appears to be in second place here. Kurt Scott in third. And a 00 is coming down pit road once again, presumably from a black flag of some sort.
Possible black flag, we don't know.
So we have 5 cars that are, well, technically 4 cars that are in contention to win this thing.
And we're only on 16 of 84 too.
And we're still not exactly sure what's up with the 23. Seems to be connection issues, but is still showing 12 laps down, so
I think
technically
it is
still
an issue.
being shown still on the track, but still unknown where exactly he is at the current. For those of you joining in here on Twitch, this is the running of the Gold Peak T252 at Coca-Cola Superspeedway. This is a non-restricted race. These cars are zipping around at 230 miles per hour or more. 84 laps of this event will be completed. Right now we have 16 laps completed so far, as we are 1 to go until the green flag drops once again. Sean Fay will be leading. The 56 is Zach Stecker. And the 15 maybe, as the 15 is still on pit road. Seems like the 15 and the 00 just keep on trading spots of who's going down pit road and who isn't. Not sure what's going on there. There's the 84. That's the reason why we're under caution. He and Edwin Justice in the 42 got into it in turns 1 and 2.
Oh man, that 84 does not sound up to speed.
Yeah, I don't know how well it's gonna work out for him, but he'll try. He's 2 laps down. You know, thinking about it from a driver's perspective, maybe he just wants to finish out the race, and that's pretty commendable of him, but he will be quite the obstacle for some of these guys. Hopefully doesn't Kevin LePage the field, come up in front of everybody.
Not like what happened last Saturday in main NASCAR.
Now that very bizarre wreck with, I don't remember who it was, but it was a 53 car.
Yeah, it was the 53 that caused the Kevin LePage that.
Yeah, that was a very unfortunate wreck. Well, the pace car is off, and Sean Fay leads them down to take the green flag once again. Here he comes around. Green flag. I'll tell you what, Sean Fay's going to have to appreciate his lead while he has it. The 15 is going to come up there in a hurry, I can guarantee you that. One of the things that surprised me so far is that the 00 just is not having the best of days today. Just isn't able to get up there to the front. Might just be holding back. Not sure exactly if that's his plan right now.
He said he was struggling terribly, so.
Look at that. Underneath, Zach Stecker for second position. Kurt Scott moves in and now sets his sight on the lead. 24. Whoa. 24 is trying to keep him behind. Oh, the 84 is spinning behind.
That might seal the fate.
Might just be a caution as well.
And no caution.
I think it was. I don't know.
And lights are still on.
He's still doing donuts. Nope, the lights are not on the pace car. So we stay green.
Wow.
Kurt Scott out in front now once again. Sean Fay just seems like he can't compete. The 15 of Kurt Scott is just too darn fast for some of these guys. Lots of smoke here coming off of turn 4 where the 84 spun around. And I think that the 84 with that, looks like he's still trying to run, so maybe there's still some juice left in that car. We shall see.
Oh, and around he goes again!
And that is in turn 1 and 2. I think at this point this might just be black flaggable. with how unstable that car is. This isn't practice anymore. This is the real race.
Oh, he's going to run into pit road here.
I don't know what pit road can do for him, really, at this point. But it is still Kurt Scott out in front, trying to get a win for his team, Kurt Scott Motorsports. He and Sean Fay Motorsports are in a little bit of an alliance, not necessarily teammates, but they do share some equipment with each other. It's kind of like the Wood Brothers and Team Penske in that regard. And those two cars are 1 and 2. The 00, Travis Rowland, is 4 seconds behind the second place number 24. And the 56 is not too far behind. Oh, but he just hit the wall there coming off of turn 2. That's definitely not going to... turn 4, sorry. And Carter is back out on the track in the 84. Well, Kurt Scott right now must be feeling pretty stable right now.
That could be. Kurt has, wow, almost 5-second lead already.
I think it's safe to say that he will be leading the most laps for today's
There it
race.
is, 5.2 seconds.
Sean Fay riding well in the second position right now. And the number 24, Travis Rowland, third. Zach Zucker, fourth. And the 84 has retired out of the race. 4 cars left to battle it out for the win. Unless something happens to the 15, we could be seeing this for quite some time.
Yeah.
Watching here for the battle for third. Zach Zucker trying to find some sort of run to get up there to the 00 and try to challenge him for third place. And he's got a run going down the front stretch here as we're on board with him. Kind of let off there, not sure why, but certainly did.
Yeah.
Might just not want to pass him right now, just keep his car clean. And the 00 moves all the way down to the apron. What is going on?
Oh no! Could this be a blown motor?
I don't know. He's slowing all the way down
Stopped
now.
on the track.
And retired. What in the world?
And then there were 3.
Wow. 3 cars left. I don't know what happened to the 00, but tough break for him, I guess.
Apparently Travis said he's giving up.
That's what I expected, but I didn't want to say it.
He straight up gave up, folks.
And the weird thing is that he was running pretty comfortably in the third position. I don't know why he just gave that up. I guess fourth is better than nothing, but third place is better than fourth.
That is true.
Well, some people are a little bit stubborn like that, but right now it's pretty much Kurt Scott's race to lose up in the top spot. He's got 2 other drivers who can contend with him, and they right now start about 9 seconds, 10 seconds back. This field is a lot more spread out than it was at Pepsi Superspeedway. And now it looks like it's going to be not necessarily a follow the leader type of race. This is more of a follow the blank space in front of you kind of race. 15 is wiggling around on the straightaways.
Yeah, he almost had a fuel.
Not sure what's going on there. Maybe some fuel issue?
So, I don't know.
Not exactly sure. I think maybe he's just using a keyboard. Might just be the
Could
jitter
be.
from that.
Yeah.
It is pretty odd going in a straight line and seeing that, but... So we're only 28 laps into this race, and we've already gotten... what is this? 6/9 of the field just out. Again, not exactly sure what's up with some of these guys, the 00 included. To the 84, yeah, we definitely noticed that you wrecked.
We noticed that.
We noticed you wrecked about like 4 times. But not a bad finish in terms of just where you place. 5th place is better than nothing.
That is true.
So this is pretty good for Sean Fay right now. This will be his best finishing position in the NASCAR Classic Cup Series. This is his 2nd start of the season, so not a bad way to end it off here. I know we're speaking pretty early about what could happen here, but really does not seem like that it's going to change much from this point. Zach Secker in the 56. That's a very cool paint scheme he's got. I like that black on white.
Yeah, I do too, actually.
It's very generic Minute Maid logo on the front. Maybe that
is.
has some sort of significance. I'm not exactly sure, but very cool paint scheme nonetheless. And of course, Kurt Scott just
you know.
Kurt Scott just rocking the standard 15, but a very
The standard Napa Auto Parts.
It might be a standard paint scheme, but it's still stylish in its own ways. The E is a bit misleading on the side since it isn't a DEI car, but we'll let it slide for now. And Zach Secker looks like he's on his way to be lapped down here soon, as he is 30 seconds behind the leader, possibly more now. So like we said earlier, the 23 RJ Cherry still 27 laps down. Not sure where exactly he went.
I think he fell out earlier and he never came back in, is my assumption on it.
I just think it's weird that they're still counting the laps down, even though he's not even on the track. I would have expected it to just be connection or something like that, but not really. 3 cars out on the track, spread apart pretty evenly right now. Let's go high above with Kurt Scott as he makes his way across the line. We go into lap 33 here. And we'll go high above for a couple of laps. Check out the scenery. It's a very well-constructed racetrack. It's got the same amount of banking as Talladega, 33 degrees, with wider turns. So it's actually taller than Talladega. I'd imagine it'd be like climbing a mountain trying to get up that thing. And the straightaways are banked pretty sharply as well. So this is pretty much the Talladega Dover of Superspeedways, in a sense.
Yeah. Well, I thought the banking was 36 degrees, not 33.
I remember reading last time that it was 33, but I could be wrong about that. Well, folks, I understand that you wanted a little bit of excitement, but I don't really have much to say about this other than Kurt Scott better hope that he doesn't mess up here, because this is his best shot at winning this race.
Yeah, he
And
better
pretty
not
much if it
choke
continues
away.
this way, he's gonna be he's pretty much gonna be unchallenged the whole time.
Yeah, we don't know what to talk. They're saying oof. Jimmy doesn't know what to talk about, and then Rob goes oof. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the only thing you can say is just what a run he's had, and it's just weird that everybody else's setups just weren't up to snuff for this event. And it looks like the 56 Zach Stecker is going to be the first car to go a lap down. You see from his rear camera, you can see the team's outline and down the back stretch. We'll be catching up to him in probably about a lap or two.
Oh my gosh. Jonathan Fitzwater. He's like, what about the NASCAR Classic Cup Series? And I'm like, you're late, man.
Wow.
Ooh.
We could have had a 10-car field if he was here.
If he was here on time.
Some things never change.
Big stupid.
And the 15, Kurt Scott, has made his way up to the 56. We'll watch as he makes his run past. See if the 56 makes an idiotic move here. Who knows? Going down the back stretch, here comes the 15. He's got a good run, of course. Getting on to turn 3, 56 thought about it, moves up the track. Almost got up into the wall there, but a clean pass nonetheless. Kurt Scott takes the 56 down a lap. Well, Johnny, some birthday commentary, am I right?
Yeah. I wasn't expecting something to be this snooze fest. Oh wait, what?
I mean, I don't want to say that the race is boring right now, but I mean, it's just, I mean, what else can you say about this? The 24 is going to be going down a lap in probably 10 laps or so. We're nearing the halfway point here. I mean, all you can really say right now is Kurt is flying around this track right
He's
now.
in another zip code. What do you expect?
This has just pretty much been a day made for Kurt Scott. We had a really good practice session where we had a lot of people close together in the times department, but unfortunately, with complications with drivers, narrowed down the field to this, and this is what it is now. Right now, this is just a walk in the park for Kurt.
Yeah, it's like another dimension for him.
It's like breathing, he just does it and doesn't even know he's doing it.
And Sean's coming to pit road.
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing some green flag pit stops happen here in a short while. Now we also have seen where it's glitched out for the 24 with that button. So maybe he isn't going down pit road. Yeah, you see he doesn't go down pit road there. I think it was just a glitch on his part.
Yeah.
But you can see just how not being in the draft can drastically affect these cars. None of them are in any sort of draft right now. And they're very slow. Usually when you see these cars up in a pack or so, you'll probably see them go about 250 or so. We even see 242 there with Kurt Scott going into turn 1. Which is incredible for this kind of racetrack.
Especially for solo car speed.
Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of these lap times, and the crazy thing is that these aren't even lap times to contest what they're qualifying. And of course, as it is cloudy in Coca-Cola territory right now, it is rainy in my territory right now, so apologies if you hear any sort of white noise in the background. That's just my windows getting assaulted with raindrops.
Yeah, same here.
It's almost as if Mother Nature is just out to get me every time I try to do something with recording in any sort of aspect. And it seems like it's already calm now. Huh. I think I jinxed it though. Yeah. Wonderful. And Zach Secker is down pit road. And number 56. Oh, he's got front end damage.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's... I mean, he's getting it repaired, but... What could have happened? Oh my goodness, wait a minute.
What could have we missed?
Alright, so it looks like he's gonna try to go down pit... No, he hit the apron. And the car sails up the racetrack. I think he's gonna hit the outside wall here. Yeah, comes very close to it. Overcorrects it, and the car snaps on him. And gets up into the air there, getting off the banking. And he just goes head on into the inside wall.
Dang.
Wow. Hit some of the back end, too. And so now he is getting repairs. I don't think that it really matters at this point. He was going to get third place, as it appeared anyways. But right now, the only person out there that's really fending for themselves right now is Sean Fay, who will be who's in position to be lapped here soon. Seems like the issue with no grip has plagued a lot of drivers. You can tell that
is true.
to Rob Evans, David Alvarez, and the like. Seems like that a lot of those guys have had some issues with it, and a lot of it has to do with that they were practicing in clear temperatures, and once it became cloudy, all the grip that they got from the heat just went away, and so now it's not like what it was before. It's kind of like the ice levels in Super Mario Brothers for some of these guys, and especially coming off of the corners, we saw that become an issue. Oh, and we see it become an issue right there for Sean.
Sean caused. Wow.
I don't even know what to say about this anymore. It just seems like the only person who hasn't had any sort of damage has been the
Until
15 of
now.
Kurt Scott. Oh my goodness, and I thought he was going to prove me wrong.
And he got in the wall?
I thought he was going to hit the wall. It looked like it.
I thought he was going to prove us wrong, man.
Honestly, at this point, I mean, his car could blow up and he'd probably still be out in front.
Wow. Boom. Uh-oh.
Did something happen?
I thought it was. Oh, look, the 56 has no hood.
Yeah, he got into a issue off of turn 4 here just a couple laps ago, and that was the extent of his repairs. He just took the hood off.
He hit the pit wall.
Yeah, he coming out of turn 4, he hit the apron ever so slightly, was coasting up towards the wall, and he overcorrected it, sailed down to the inside wall, and hit head on. He's lucky that he's able to get that car still running. He's running at 178 miles per hour. That is 50 or so miles per hour slower than the average miles per hour for Kurt Scott. And Kurt Scott is getting really close to that apron.
He's coming to pit road.
Honestly, at this point, he can really take the risk. I mean, there's really no risk involved anyways. So here he comes down pit road to get his adjustments. I'm not sure if this will be the final pit stop of the day, but
We'll have to see.
really, I don't think that it matters to Kurt at this point. And the 24 is on pit road, so
Yeah, they're both simultaneous.
so this will be a mad dash for not getting lapped here once he gets off pit road.
Sean's service is gonna be.
And he's getting repairs on the right side because he did hit the wall coming off of turn 4 just a few laps ago.
Oh, and he just got lapped.
Well, there you have it. The
So much for
whole
your luck.
field has been lapped.
So much for your luck.
Man, this is, you talk about domination. This is just incredible. Ooh, 15 slid a bit coming off of the pits. But I don't think that it is worrisome right now.
34 to go.
The rain is having a fit outside my window right now. I can't wait for the overgrown grass because then I'm gonna have to mow that.
Not fun.
Not fun. Not fun at all. I'll tell you what is fun: being in Kurt Scott's shoes right now,
Yeah.
knowing that anything could happen to your car right now at this instant,
Yeah.
you'd still be fine. We've always known how commentators in the past would always say that drivers can coast from where they're at coming to the line. I think right now he has enough time to coast around the whole track as slow as he wants to, sign autographs, have a coffee break, and watch like the whole Star Wars trilogy, all in the time it takes, and still end up in first. This is just incredible. I don't know what else to really say about this. And really, what else can you say about what's going on right now? And I think Zach Stecker is just going to pull in. Yep, and retired. 2 cars left on the track. Guys, we just might have 1 car finish this race. Well, I guess this is kind of a little bit of redemption for Sean Fay. He is going to have a 2nd place finish today. Unless something happens to the 15, he could get the win somehow. Until then, looks like he'll have a 2nd place finish today, which is not bad at all. There's Thunder.
Boom, boom.
Oh yeah, it's great. I'm probably going to get electrocuted here because I'm right next to windows, but, you know, it's whatever. Anything for the sake of NASCAR, I'm willing to do.
Yeah.
I don't even know why Kurt is trying to go for fuel strategy here. Save gas. What is that going to do? I don't... I mean, I guess he does have something to lose here. I guess I am a little exaggerating here. But... I mean, he doesn't really have to be too careful. He doesn't have to be precise about it.
Yeah.
All he's got to do is just make laps. I'll tell you one thing that I've noticed. 15 is really flirting with that apron. That could end up being pretty bad for him if he keeps on doing that, because we've seen how the apron can treat some people. I think one of the best examples of that would be Rob Evans. We've seen in multiple races, not even in NASCAR Classic Cup Series, just how the apron can screw you over in so many ways.
Oh, he's closing into that apron.
Well, this is one of those races where you're pretty much speechless, but not necessarily in amazement. But what really is there to say?
Yeah.
I mean, when you have that much of a dominant run today, what really can you say that hasn't been said already? We'll just end up repeating ourselves.
Exactly. It's domination to a T.
Well, while we got the time, this is the 5th week of Rubbin and Racin Motorsports. This is the Gold Peak T252 at Coca-Cola Superspeedway. Remember, tomorrow it's a doubleheader, the main NASCAR series at Sawmill Speedway for the running of the NASCAR Thunder 114, and then immediately after that we'll have the Supreme All-Dirt Slugfest at the Milwaukee Dirt Mile for the Ace Hardware 150, and then on Sunday we will have the Keystone Light Super Truck Series, the NRA Night Race at Bristol Motor Speedway under the lights. So that is your Rubbin and Racing Motorsports weekend. And right now, the points leader, by technicality, who is tied with David Alvarez with 670 points, is out in front right now. Already has one win under his belt, which would be the Daytona race, which was the season opener. And right now, he's on course to get another win here.
That seems correct, I believe. Oh, he's clutching it.
You see how he goes like all the way down to the bottom on the back stretch, moves all the way back up to the top before going into the turn to get that really nice corner entry. Notice how he does that, and it seems to be it seems to pay off. And the when you're actually like in a pack of cars to get a advantage on speed with some of these drivers.
Yeah.
But right now, I don't know if it's very necessary, but very interesting though.
Yeah, very interesting to say the least.
Well, I don't know what exactly Sawmill Speedway is all about, but given that it is a track that not.
Well, do you want me to give an overview about it? Since
Sure.
I've raced on it before. Well, Sawmill Speedway is a fictional track when you unlock it in NASCAR Thunder 2004. It's I think I want to say at least an 11-turn road course. I think it's a 1-point-something mile road course. Very interesting to say the least, though. I'm going to be honest. When I was running for NASCAR Thunder 2004 on the PS2, I've had my struggles with that track, but I've managed to find victory lane with it on the PS2. So a lot of unknowns will be coming into a factor for tomorrow night. I will say that.
So a road course. Wow, that almost was like the perfect thing for Sean Fay there. That could have been beautiful for him, but now he gathers it back up.
He does. That was a good catch of the save.
But yeah, an 11-point road course. That will definitely be something to look out for tomorrow. And
a lot of braking zones too. So don't. I'm going to say this now. Don't die. Be smart.
Well, we've seen how road courses are handled online anyway, so we can expect some dying, but hopefully not too much. And just a reminder to everybody, Johnny Gardner here, who is up in the booth with us today, he will be in the booth with us the rest of the week. I think we will be having Sean Fay up here for the Supreme All Dirt Slugfest and the Keystone Light Super Truck Series races as well. The main NASCAR Series race at Sawmill, he runs a full schedule in that series, so he will not be up in the booth in any circumstance. But we will have Johnny here for the rest of the weekend, and it should be a pretty fun weekend here. Hopefully a little more exciting than what's going on right now, but yeah, should be fun.
It's like freaking Kurt's like saying, when can I pick up pace?
I'm just wondering if they would just call a forfeit now. It's just,
I wonder what happens if they did call for a bit.
I mean, I didn't think that we'd narrow this field down to just 2 cars in
I never would have
contention.
thought in my wildest dreams.
Kurt, he cut down really hard there on the speed, and then got right back on the throttle. He's saving his fuel up, hopefully making it to the end here after one more pit stop.
I'm gonna put a bold prediction. I don't think the 15's gonna make it.
I don't know. It depends on when he makes this pit stop.
Cause Sean's coming.
Sean is coming, but he is a lap down. This will only get his lap back if he can get around the 15.
That is correct. So
24 has caught up.
Yeah, he has.
The question is, does Sean have enough? And I definitely don't believe that he does. Because they both pitted at the same time. If the 15 has to save, then I'm sure that Sean has to as well. Not sure what happened there, but we're still good.
So Kurt on my Facebook saying, so are you enjoying the silence? And I'm like, we don't have much to say, laughing out loud.
I mean, there really is not much to say here, but now...
Whoa!
Oh my goodness, man. That could have been bad. Now...
And here comes Sean!
Now Sean moves down to the inside. He'll get past him here. Now, what Sean wants to do is that he wants to stay out a couple more laps. Once the 15 comes in, he'll stay out for a couple more laps, and then he'll go in. And then we'll see who comes out on top then. That's the only way that I can really see Sean actually making this work for himself.
This would be
15 is all over the back end of that 24.
Oh boy.
Ooh, man, that was close. Kurt moves down to the inside. All the 24 needs to do right now is just keep up.
Yep.
Once the 15 comes in, just stay out for a couple more laps and then take your pit stop. And then see how it runs from then on. He has a slower car than Kurt Scott. As you can see how Kurt is able to pull away there.
Yep.
So he's really just going to have to bank on Kurt Scott pitting a few laps before he does. That's all I can really think.
That's all we gotta say, yes.
Oh, the 15 is saying that he has enough fuel to go.
Nope, never mind, he said.
Oh, well, I think that one more pit stop from these guys might not hurt, but we are coming down to the final laps of this race. We're almost to 10 to go here. It's hard to tell with these races just what can happen. Look at the 24 looking to the outside of the 15. But Kurt Scott is going to keep his stance there. I don't really see why he's really trying to fight here with the 24. I mean, he's a lap down. Oh! Oh, no! Oh, and into the wall! Kurt Scott got up into the wall!
Oh, my goodness.
This might just change everything.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, now Kurt Scott's just gonna have to stay out. I mean, that's the only thing he can really do now. Sean has his lap back.
Actually, Sean actually moved him up to the wall.
Now, was it intentional? I don't know if it was intentional.
Because the thing of it is, I'm looking back at it. Hold on.
Well, let's look at it here. Oh, the 15's moving down.
Yeah, the 15 was moving
No,
down.
Kurt just did not give him any room on the bottom. The 24 had the run, and he just was not giving him any sort of room. And he is definitely not on the pace right now. He might be slower than Sean right now. Sean's running 233. He's running at max 210. That's 20 miles per hour slower. Is that enough to get back? This just might be one of the greatest comebacks we've ever seen. If Sean is able to maintain his car right now, but I don't know, does he have enough time to get around this whole track in just the short amount of time? We're 12 laps to go.
You just gotta hope and pray.
Well, this will be interesting. Well, there must be something going up underneath the hood there. Now the question is if something will blow up on that 15. Because really, that's the best thing that Sean can hope for right now.
That is true.
This is Sean's best shot. I don't know.
35.29 seconds back now.
He's gaining, but I don't think it's enough.
I don't think it is.
If not, I mean, it might be down to the wire here.
It will be. Yeah, apparently, according to Carter, he's saying that Kurt's letting off.
Kurt's still keeping up his enthusiasm. He still thinks that he's got this in the bag, and while I can't really disagree with him there, it's just, what can the 24 do? Something could happen to him. I don't know.
.77 seconds back.
He's closing.
Will it
Coming
be
down to
enough?
9 laps to go this time. Is 9 laps enough? The clouds are really angry outside.
Dang. Kurt's down to 50. This last lap, 50.770.
This just might be a close finish.
28.87 seconds down now.
This is a bold prediction, but I think that Sean's gonna have enough. I think he'll be able to get up there. Of course, not sure if that is exactly what will happen, because they're on opposite ends of the speedway right now. But Sean is keeping up. He's consistent right now.
Yeah.
We'll see when he comes back around just how much he gained. All he needs to worry about now is just keeping his car clean. Gained 3 seconds there. Ooh, I don't know.
This could get down to the wire.
Well, I mean, you also have to factor in that Sean could be running out of fuel as well. He might have to save as well. I mean, at this point, he really has to just bank off of the 15 just blowing up or something. And it looks like the damage is not significant enough to do anything underneath the hood.
$21.9.
I don't think he's gonna. No, I don't think he has it.
No, it's gonna be too little, too late.
I mean, this is still a pretty good day for Sean. Second place. That's not too bad. He wasn't even able to get that in the main NASCAR series. That's where he usually runs. Doesn't always run the NASCAR Classic Cup Series. I just don't think that Sean has enough time.
It's gonna be curtains.
He has the car, just not the time. 18 seconds back.
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
I'd say he gets up to about 10 seconds back before they get to the white flag. And that'll pretty much be it.
Yeah.
Kurt's gonna have to mess up here for something to happen. I think that would be 5 laps to go.
Yep. And it looks like it's down to 15.79.
Like I said, he's not going to get close enough to challenge him. Well, I mean, that was a good effort. If he had wrecked out just a couple laps before, maybe it would have been close, but unfortunately, at the time it happened, just not enough. Four to go. Kurt Scott's trying to keep his car just as intact as he can. Make sure nothing else falls off.
Yep.
Keep the tires straight. Keep the sheet metal as straight as possible. 12.9. It doesn't seem like that Kurt's really decreasing any speed. He actually seems like he's gained a couple miles per hour. It could be the 24 right now who's saving. Really, at this point, he's going to get second place no matter what. If he doesn't get first, he's going to get second. I'd say right now, just screw saving. If you're going to run out of fuel, it doesn't matter at this point. You might as well just go all out. Try to get as much ground as you can. Three laps to go. Kurt Scott is in the best position right now. 10.7.
That's going to be all she wrote.
It's just not going to be enough. Possibly around 6 seconds he'll get up there. Two to go. Kurt's really hoping that something does not go wrong underneath that hood. 7.8. Oh my goodness.
It's going to be close.
Ooh, he got really high up there. Sean's just coming out of turn 2. He's middle way down the backstretch.
Yeah. Oh. Oh my.
It's not even going to be close. Well, it was a good effort. Coming down. White flag, 1 lap to go. Something's going to have to happen if Sean is going to have a chance at winning this. 4 seconds. Wait a minute.
Oh my gosh. No way.
I still don't think it's going to be close enough. Nah, they're too far apart. 4 seconds is too far apart. Kurt Scott won the season opener for the NASCAR Classic Cup Series at Daytona. Oh, he hit the apron.
Oh my gosh.
That's still not going to be enough. Here they come down. And Kurt Scott with a battered up race car somehow pulls it off here at Coca-Cola Superspeedway and the number 15. Pulls off the second win for Kurt Scott Motorsports in his second NASCAR Classic Cup Series win.
Wow.
That was... I really did not... I think the 24... I think he ran out of fuel. Yeah, Sean ran out of fuel right at the end.
He ran out of gas but still in.
Right at the end. That was
out there.
Oh, and apparently now we know what happened to the 23. He went to the disco. We understand now.
Panic at the disco.
Well, congratulations, Kurt Scott. What a wacky race this has been.
That was wacky.
And here he comes for his burnout.
And he's out of gas. Where is he?
I think he's still got enough.
No, it's gonna be close. It's sputtering. It's out. It looks like it's out.
That's out, yeah.
He's out of gas.
Wow. Wait, oh. Oh, no, he's still got some.
He's got a little bit. There we go. It's going.
Hit the ball just a bit.
It's okay.
He's still got enough. He's battering up his race car even more. What a race. What a finish. I mean, even though that was only 2 cars, I mean, that was a pretty nail-biter finish there. We didn't know if Sean was going to have enough. But somehow it worked out in the end for Kurt Scott.
And he's out of gas.
And there you have it, folks. We're going to look at the final results here. So the official standings, Kurt Scott in the 15 takes it home here at Coca-Cola. Sean Fay comes up short in 2nd place. Zach Stecker in the 56 after that bizarre crash on the pit entrance comes 3rd. Travis Rowland after just quitting 4th. Carter Friesen, after that crash with the 42 of Edwin Justice, ends up in 5th. David Alvarez in 6th. Edwin Justice 7th. Rob Evans 8th. And RJ Cherry rounds out the field in 9th. And only 2 of the 9 drivers who entered in this race actually finished. I don't know what to say about this race. I mean, can you think of anything, Johnny?
Let's just say it was a cluster, you know what?
Yeah, there's not much you can say about it other than this was just Kurt Scott's day.
It was.
Well, I guess that will conclude our broadcast. Be sure to tune into the main NASCAR series tomorrow at around, I would say, 6 or so, around there, for the NASCAR Thunder 114 at Sawmill Speedway. And then right after that, we will be having the Supreme All Dirt Slugfest at the Milwaukee Dirt Mile for the Ace Hardware 150. So be sure to tune in to that tomorrow. I'm Jimmy Powell, your main commentator, here with Johnny Gardner, our special commentator guest for the weekend. And we're here with Rubbin and Racin Motorsports, here signing off. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna. Oof, that was interesting.